So let's talk about profiling, which is one of the critical aspects of database marketing, and it's really all about getting to know your customers. Of course, remember our famous quote, if you know your customers, you know your business. And that's true for virtually all businesses, and it's crucial for database marketers since for database marketers, your most important competitive advantage might be your knowledge about your customers. And of course, since it is individual level purchase data that you have on your customers, you have information that non-database marketers don't have. I once again go back to the famous Peter Drucker quote, marketing is so basic that it cannot be considered a separate function. It is your whole business, seen from the point of view of its final result. That is the customer's point of view. And that's crucial because, once again, if you want to know your business, make sure you know your customers. So, how many companies that you do business with really know you? Perhaps you have a handful, or perhaps maybe it's more than a handful, of businesses that really know a lot about you. In other cases, the companies want your business and they are providing you with good service and good products, but they really don't know much about you. The promise of database marketing is to have enough individual level information to be able to profile your customers. The purpose of profiling then is to identify who your customers are, to learn about them, to really get to know them, to be able to identify your best and worst customers, to understand their wants, needs, and motivations, to offer them customized products, both goods and services, and to provide them with timely, relevant communications. Other things that you might want to do with profiling is to segment your customers. Once again, to provide them with really relevant information, increase retention, increase spending, create loyalty, and increase profits. Of course, this harkens back to the whole concept of lifetime value. Remember once again the famous corner grocery store story. How did the grocer make you a loyal customer? They knew all about you. They knew what you liked. They stocked products for you. They made you feel important. They provided you with special and relevant information, and they created that one-on-one dialogue. Okay, so let's go through the nuts and bolts behind profiling. The idea is to collect data on individual customers, to analyze that data, to categorize and segment customers to gain insights, to manage customer relationships, given the information you have on customers, to change the way that you market to each group, and to track the impact of your strategies on lifetime value, but also on such important aspects as straightforward retention and proclivity to respond to a specific offer made. Once again, profiling is essential for segmenting. It's essential for relationship building. It's essential for generating relevant and engaging communications and offers. It's the backbone of cloning, and it's also important for predicting responses to any particular marketing offer made to those members of your database. So, how do you profile customers? Well, the first question you always ask yourself is, what do you need to have to know your customers? Of course, profiling is all about creating that famous 360-degree view of your customers. And we talked about this before, but let's just review this one more time. That includes behavioral data, mostly purchase data, but other types of data besides just purchase data. Could be search data. It could be post-purchase data. It could be even social media behavioral data. Demographic data. Of course, while demographic data is not as important for database marketers as it is for traditional marketers, it's still an important aspect of getting to know your customers and getting that 360-degree view of them. And then, of course, there's attitudinal and psychographic data. And also, of course, included in that is lifestyle data. And we're going to talk about a lot of cluster coding when we talk about those ideas. And then, of course, finally, life events. This gives us a complete 360-degree view of customers. Profiling then, of course, focuses on demographic data, behavioral data, life events, attitudinal data, lifestyle, and psychographic data. We need all of these for profiling. So let's go back to that Isle of Capri Casinos example. What information did Miles Swan use to build his profile of customers? Well, he used demographic information in terms of where people lived. He looked at behavioral data to understand how those individuals were using the casino for entertainment and other aspects of their lives. While he didn't really have a bunch of attitudinal or lifestyle data, he did anecdotally understand how these people's lifestyles were affected by the casino and how they used the casino to live out those lifestyles that they were pursuing. So in summary, profiling is about learning more about your customers in a data-driven manner. And of course, the question is, how do we accomplish this? Well, of course, what we need to do is we need to take your data file that has the purchase and other potentially behavioral data in it and augment that with demographic data, psychographic data, attitudinal data, lifestyle data, and potentially even life events. So let's discuss each type of data in turn.